Hello everybody, welcome back to Daniel's Nitro RC channel with another video. How you guys all doing today? Hope you guys have a great day. My voice is still messed up, so bear with me on this. First of all, I want to tell you guys um, what all I did to this truck to accept this engine, okay? So the first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to go over with you is the wheelbase size of this truck. So if you want to do this yourself, you can do it, okay? And then I'll go step by step of how I did it and what I did. So here we go. We're going to start with the wheelbase of this truck. I'm going to go from center to center. This is a 12.25 inch long wheelbase tmaxx. Okay, this is what I'm using. The engine is a Dynamite Big Red .28. Clutch kit and flywheel nut, flywheel cone, clutch shoes. The bearings are all from a tmaxx 3.3 nitro. Okay, so if you're going to use this engine, that's the clutch kit that you're going to use. And I have a 22 tooth clutch bell. I got my clutch today and I was able to get it on. Now you have to grind down the tip of the crankshaft with a grinder very slowly to get it to this, and you want just a little bit of play in there. See how I got that? That's what you want. Make sure you put that flat washer in there first and then put your screw on the end. So this is fully mounted. This is ready to go. Again, flywheel, clutch bell, the screw on the end, the bearings, the clutch shoes, and everything are all from a tmaxx 3.3. And again, this is a Big Red Dynamite .28 engine. Okay. I have an RC Renew big block engine to tmaxx engine mount. Got it off eBay. If you want one of those, go look it up. They have them on there. Okay. Now, another thing I'm going to do is show you guys what else I did. For the .28, you have to grind out this little section right in here to accept the rim for the engine. So I ground that little piece out right there, just a little bit. That's all I need. And what I did was I grounded the frame down, and you want it pretty close to the servo horn if you're going to do this. I only moved the transmission forward one hole. See, you can see where it was originally right there. You want to move it forward just one hole and put it all together. Then the next thing I did was I ground the front drive shaft. I took the drive shaft completely off of it, and I cut off a 1/2 inch of this side, 1/2 inch of the spleen side, and there are the pieces. Okay, so you want to do that with your front drive shaft. 1/2 inch on each side or each end of the drive shaft on the front. Okay, so I did that. Then the next thing you want to do is grind down this back servo horn a little bit to accommodate the room for the screws for the brake so it doesn't hit. And the other thing I did was I moved the rear shocks all the way to the outside screw. You want to do that with both of those. Make sure those are moved all the way out. Okay, now for the moment that you've all been waiting for, will this engine fit in here? Well, let's take a look and see if it will. So I'm going to start by laying in this engine mount, just like this. And keep in mind, you're going to have to drill new holes for your new engine mount, okay? I'm going to set the engine in there like so. Now, look at that. The gears are perfectly in line. There's no rubbing, no nothing, okay? So that's what you want to see, okay? When you get it on there, that's what you're going to have. I'm very happy with this build. I couldn't be more happier with how it's turning out. It's really cool. It's just coming together so smoothly. And you have the room to move the engine up to make sure that your gears are straight in line with each other. See how that is? That's what you want. A good gear mesh for your clutch. So you want that on there just like that. So yes, it will work, but it does take modification to get this engine on here. Now, you're probably thinking, how in the world are you going to put the exhaust on? Well, I have a low C pipe that was off of my low C8, and I modified it a little bit. And we're going to try to fit that in there, and I'll show you exactly how I'm going to put the exhaust on. I'm going to put this pipe on just loosely so you guys can see what I'm doing. So I'm going to lay this back down so you guys can see everything. Okay. Still got the same gears, still got the same rim, still got the same everything. The engine's perfectly in line. I just need to do a little bit of modification so it holds the engine in. I am making sure that the engine is straight for the gears. And it is. It's not hitting on anything. It's very, 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 very tight fit. So that is exactly how I'm going to mount my exhaust, just like this, only with this pipe going straight down, and I'm going to run a pipe down through this hole, going straight down for the flow, okay? And the body will still fit, or it should still fit. But anyway, this is what I've come up with so far for the build. Again, still got your gear ratio, and nothing is hitting. It's still going to spin. Pretty cool. It's turning out really, really good. So that's what I have so far for this build. I hope you guys are enjoying this as I build my big block tmaxx. It's going along pretty well. So this is the progress that I have so far. Now, you're probably wondering, why didn't you put the rear drive shaft in? Well, I'll show you. I'm going to take this back off, and I will explain to you why I did not put it on yet. Okay. Now, this is the stock drive shaft that came out. Since I moved the transmission forward one notch, this drive shaft will no longer fit because it's too short. You need it to be a little bit longer. You can see how I made the front drive shaft work. See, it's working. It is hooked up. I have front wheel drive now, and it works real good. But I need to go to Hobbytown and get me a shaft from a Revo 3.3 or something similar that's a little bit longer that I can cut and modify to fit in here for the rear drive shaft, and then my drivetrain will be complete. So there's that part. So now you guys know what to do when you want to make one of these. Now, on a longer base chassis, you might not have to do very much modification like I did to the shorter wheelbase truck to make this work. I'm just showing you the basics. If you have a tmaxx just like this one and want to do a big block build, this is the steps that you need to do to get the engine to work for your build. So, excuse me, this is the first tmaxx that I have built as a big block project. So I am passing on my knowledge and skill to you guys that want to build one of these trucks like I'm doing. So it's pretty cool to see it come together. Um, I'm about halfway done through the build because I have my clutch on and got everything fitted. So that's coming along very, very well, and I'm very happy with the progress. So stay tuned to my channel for some more updates. But like I said, it's not as hard as a person may think it is. You just have a lot of modification to do, and then soon you'll have an awesome tmaxx. So thank you guys for watching my channel. I appreciate you all, and have a great day.